Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Walters. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch made by Walters. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Niners at 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Harrell. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harrell. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to have the Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951, that ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there, because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made. line. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the Giants... over to their field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Harrell. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harrell looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. Over the middle, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Walters. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Harrell. He finds McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. Harrell. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A couple first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Get some space. And down inside the 15 he goes.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads with first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a different intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Harrell, the quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there.
yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
12 more yards there and another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw again. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Harrell. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win, and you've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the